What are you saying, guys and gents? Welcome back to my YouTube channel where we live life the affordable way. My name is Moniqua. Today we're going to be talking about 10 loc lessons that I wish I learned in the beginning of my loc journey. So these are lessons that I learned the hard way. The first loc lesson I want to talk about is protective styles over loc. That is definitely something I wish I had knew better on. But when you're going in with the mindset of, okay, let me just put these Faux socks in, maybe they will lock my hair faster. Negative. I shouldn't have done that. I regretted doing that because when I did do that, my locks literally led to thinning. And this is why I encourage viewers to don't jump into something, but do your research before you jump into something, because there can be things you do that is very harmful. That was a lesson that I learned early on in my loc journey that I most definitely will not do again. Another loc lesson that I learned is removing lint. Lint, when I first saw lint, it definitely irritated me a lot. So I was one of them. I went on googling, researching, trying to see, okay, how can I remove. When I removed lint, that was literally the worst decision that I've ever made in my life. And I say this because it created weak spots in my loc. I went in with anything that had a sticky tip and I was taking in my locks trying to remove this lint, and it ended bad for me. I ain't lying. It ended bad for me because number one, I got addicted to removing the lint. Number two, it created weak spots in my locks. Therefore, it caused that area to be weak and started to thinning, and eventually it was able to pop off. Had I just done the right, protect my hair to avoid lint in the first place, or just color it and just let it be, because some lint you literally can't get out, I would have been right. There I go, trying to dig in my locks, and almost ended my loc journey just digging in my locks. So that is a loc lesson that I learned. Another loc lesson that I learned is deep cleansing. Just because you wash your hair does not necessarily mean that it's clean. Now, deep cleanse for me and other people can look different ways. Like I know some people does like HCV washes and stuff. I did it once. I'm literally due now for HCV wash. I say I'm gonna do it at the end of the year, but deep cleansing is something that you need because not all the gunk you can get off the surface. Like sometimes you really gotta go in there and scrub. So for deep cleanse for me means taking each individual roll, going in with a toothbrush, going in with a scrubber, and literally just scrubbing in between my roots, scrubbing the long length of my loc itself, and you know, getting HCV rinses. Like we need a deep cleanse in our journey because sometimes, like I say, products are on the surface. And yeah, another loc lesson that I learned was not moisturizing in styles. Now this is my bad because I would go to people and oftentimes they do not moisturize their hair, but I notice in other countries they do. But I still supposed to take it upon myself and, you know, just moisturize it. But me being lazy, being like, I don't need to moisturize my hair, why should I? You know, cost me a lot of times, because then that caused my dandruff to flare right up. Like if my hair is not moisturized, I can literally feel my scalp just pulling together, and I can't explain it, but people who have dandruff know. Like you can literally feel your scalp is not moisturized and it's getting dry, and you can feel the flake coming on. Like it's an intense feeling, but only people with dandruff can experience. And if you don't have dandruff, I suggest you moisturize because that's something. So yeah, I wish I knew about, you know, moisturizing your style. I wish I wasn't lazy when it came to that. Another loc lesson that I learned was going to multiple people. When I started my locks, I always tell people, like, I didn't, like my cousin started me, but she didn't live here, so she left the island. However, she did recommend somebody that I can go to. Now, being that this person was always full, I was just like, okay, who else do locks? Because I ain't got no time to be waiting on no salon all day. You know, I'm somebody like who has something with patience, so I just wasn't on that run waiting all day in the salon. So I go on Facebook, you know, researching people to see who do locks, and literally anybody who do locks was doing my locks when I first started. Like I just wanted it styled, and that was me. But I learned that everybody twisting techniques is different. The product that everybody use is different. I also learned that nothing wrong with trying to do your hair yourself, because you will know your hair better than anybody else. So this brings me into my next point. I wish I knew how to do my locks when I first started. because my lock journey definitely did teach me how to do my locks and what I like and what my products I like and what I want to use and what technique I want to use. And yeah, I wish I learned how to. Another lock lesson that I learned was I learned about product. I learned about lock product. Not every product that they say is for locks is for locks. Like not every product. Like some product leaves horrible buildup, and I wish I knew. And not every oil is good for your hair. Like not all of them is healthy. So I learned that very early on in my lock journey. This is literally like a trial and error. In order for you to find out what products work for you, you have to go through that trial and error stage. That will let you know everything that you need to know. My hair can only use certain product with alcohol and stuff. Like it's very limited because I get a bad reaction from it. But this is something that I didn't learn. That like I had to learn this. So I'm just putting that warning out there. Learn about the products that you're putting in your hair, because some products can be very damaging to your lock journey. Another lock lesson that I learned the hard way was do proper research before starting locks. Like I wish I did, because I didn't know about stages. I didn't know about the budding process. I didn't know my locks would shrink up. I didn't know my locks wouldn't have been locked by the end of that week. I didn't know about certain things, and that almost ended my lock journey multiple times. So I wish I did my lock lesson that I definitely learned the hard way on my lock journey, not doing proper research before starting locks. Had I had done that, then I'd have been more open-minded about the things that was happening to me and more, you know, self-aware. Another lock lesson that I learned the hard way is you have to ignore negative people. You have to ignore it. Just even with life, you have to ignore it. There are going to be people who are not going to be okay with the decision that you made to lock your hair. Yes, we know it's none of their business. Yes, we know how people feel, but people have their opinions. Okay, they have your opinions, but you have to be so self-confident within yourself to know that, okay, this is why I started my lock journey. This is where I'm going to go in the future. Like you have to be very self-confident, because the negative opinions will get to you. Like plenty time I had a lot of negative people in my ear telling me, okay, your lock journey is over because you see how I was looking, and that's because they were in knowledge themselves. Stay away from negative people on your lock. Another lock lesson that I learned the hard way was take time to enjoy your lock journey. Take pictures, take videos. There are certain I'm a content creator, but there are certain like pictures that I wish I had that I have to get off of Google, and there's just like certain pictures, like literally I wish I had to take a picture every day on my lock journey just to see everything, you know. Like sometimes I was just I was snapping, so I have like videos here and there, but I wish I literally like thoroughly documented my journey, you know, like day to day, the full 365 days. I wish I did that first year, because it was so amazing to see. And just looking at videos and looking at the pictures that I do have, I'm just like, wow, I can't believe my locks literally went through this. Like it's so amazing. So that's a lock lesson that I learned. Like you gotta take your pictures, okay? You need them. So I hope this lock video was very helpful, provided the necessary tips that you needed if you're on your journey, or if you can relate. Let me know what are some lock lessons that you learned on your lock journey, or if you're about to start your locks, or how far you are on your locks. Let me know down in the comments. I love reading beautiful comments and people who are on a journey just as well as me. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.